Welcome to The Warp. I'm Jack Rita. In this video, I'm going to talk about some additional custom materials that I've added to my Cosmic Encounter collection to jazz things up a little bit. I have another video where I cover a lot of the stuff that I've had over the years to add to the game, and this is some new stuff since that video. So I've shown these before, but these are some trays I got on Etsy for holding my moons. It's just a perfect size. 8 moons fit in here quite nicely, so I can keep them by their categories when I'm storing them. Keeps that handy. Also on Etsy, I got these little holders for the mini cards. So these pop out and let me get access to the cards. So I've got a couple of these. This one currently has the moon cards in them, but I can also store the other mini cards that come in Odyssey, the objectives, the master cards, and the wrenches. And I have another one that has just the essence cards for all the aliens that use essence cards. Speaking of the campaign, I have this little caddy here that I use to organize a lot of the campaign-only materials. So I've got the privilege cards here, and I've got the envoys here. I could keep the age cards there. I've got my extra set of Inferno Flares handy. And then the mini cards that you use for the campaign. A couple other slots there. These are my leftover tokens for the Lux, but I used the little crystals. And did have some additional age cards made. So here's a sample of some of them. I've got the Explosive Age of Chaos. I've got the Ludicrous Age of Extremes. I've got the Obvious Age of Visions, the Precarious Age of Rivals, the Primitive Age of Luddites, and a number of others that introduce some new alien selection methods, play around with different takes on the variants to be included, including some new variants that don't necessarily need extra components, just to keep things fresh and fun. And it's easy to make these cards, so why wouldn't I do it? I had an extra set of ships, which I have painted silver. So I thought it would be fun to have some ships for those aliens that require an extra set of ships. And I do have the pink ships from Escape Velocity that do that, but I sometimes like to have multiple aliens that need extra ships. And it was always fun to have silver. Silver was one of the player colors back in the Eon days. You could get silver and you could get gold. And I will probably end up painting a set of ships gold as well. And then finally, I've got this playmat for a new take on the Warp. It's got the colony trackers on the sides there, so you won't have this comet's tail in an 8-player game where it trails off, and it's always a little bit fiddly trying to maneuver that. This is much easier. It's closer to how it is on TTS, so you just keep the colony markers there next to the number of colonies that you have. It also has a Praw variant, and I have a couple of custom hazard cards that introduce the Praw in a couple of different ways that I thought would be fun to have implemented here in the physical game as well. So that's just a taste of some of the stuff that I've done to bling up my Cosmic Encounter. It is my favorite game, so I do like to have a little extra shine on the materials there. If you have done similar things to your edition of Cosmic Encounter, I definitely want to hear about it. Let me know what sorts of stuff you have added to the game and what sorts of stuff you're thinking about, because I'll be doing another video, I'm sure, in the future. So thanks for watching.